Hi children, welcome to MRK Ganithamu and Co. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the topic probability. Already, we knew about probability in our 9th standard. We learned the formula for probability, that is P of E equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total possible outcomes. In this chapter, in 10th class, it is not too different from 9th standard. In this 10th class, we are going to know some more special terms, and there are no special concepts in this chapter. Only 4 types of problems we are going to do in this chapter, that are coin related problems, rolling dice related problems, deck of cards related problems, and finally number related problems. Moreover, we are going to discuss special terms that are random experiment, event, outcomes, sample space, equally likely events, impossible event, possible event, mutually happening events. These are the some special terms we are going to discuss. I think it is very easy chapter in whole 10th class textbook. The problems are very easy and we feel very crazy to do that problems. I am sure I make it easy for you. We already learnt more about some words related to probability in our 9th standard. Let us recall by some situations. For suppose, if you toss a coin, what is the chance you will get a head? If you roll a dice, what is the chance to get a number 6? If you pull a card from a deck of cards, what is the chance it would be a spade card? Can you say it may rain today? Can you say is our team highly likely will win the cricket match, our team today? Can you say? In all these events, there is some uncertainty and randomness, because we are not sure about what will be the result. This probability, the 10 probability, is the solution to find out, to measure the type of uncertainty. Yes, probability is the measuring of uncertainty or chance of occurring. Already you know what is the probability means. Formula for probability. Probability of an event P of E is defined as number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total possible outcomes. Let starts with a coin. If you toss a coin, what is the chance to get a head? Yes, you know, you are right. Exactly 50%. It means half or 0.5. When you toss a coin, there are 2 possibilities, 2 outcomes, 2 chances, that are either it could be a head or it could be a tail. As per formula, number of favorable outcomes. Yes, to get a head, we have one possibility, one outcome, that is head, by total number of outcomes, that are head and tail, that are 2. So, probability of getting head when I toss a coin is 1 by 2. But when you toss a coin, here are some assumptions, that are coin not being a biased. That means it should be a unbiased. What the biased means, it doesn't favor to any opponent who are in playing. Or in another way, when you toss a coin, it doesn't struck on a edge or stand on a sand, in a sand. Or since the not biased means both two tails and heads equally likely, getting equally likely chances. Getting equally likely chances when I toss a coin, it means that coin is unbiased. That means it is not manipulated. By this situation, I would like to explain the words what we are going to explain. Here the tossing a coin is an experiment. What we are going to get? We are going to get a head. Getting a head is an event. And total possible outcomes that are head and tail. That is S sample space. Here the term sample space means set of all possible outcomes for that experiment. That are 2. So tossing coin is an experiment. Getting head is an event. And total possible outcomes, set of this total possible outcomes or chances is known as sample space. Now, I would like to ask you, if we toss a coin for 100 times, it would be exactly getting 50 times heads and 50 times tails. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it is going to be exactly 50 heads, 50 tails? Yes, you are right. Exactly not. Again, we will toss the coin for 100 times. Why? We get something like 45 heads and 55 tails. Is it happen? Do you agree with this? Yes, you are right. You are exactly agree with what I say. This was already done by our mathematicians. If you toss a coin many times, that means 1000 or even more than 1000, then we can say half time would be the head and half time would be the tails. When you increase the tossing coin many times, that means when you toss a coin 10,000, lakh or 1 million times, then they are going to be happen closer and closer. That means half million times heads, half million times tails. So this is the probability. So probability of an event is defined as number of favorable outcomes to an event A divided by number of total possible outcomes. Let's move to a dice. If you roll a dice, that means we are going to play a snake and ladder game. Suppose you are going to win the game by a number 5. If you 5 occurs, you will reach your destination. That means you will win the match. Then you are rolling a dice. Is it possible to get exactly? It would be the 5. Yes. You roll a dice. It may come number 6 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. Maybe it will be a 5. Suppose you get 5, you will win the match. Can you say it would be the 5? No. But we can say probability of getting 5 when you roll a dice. That is number of possible outcomes to getting a 5 is 1, because total number of possible outcomes here are have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to 6 numbers are the total numbers on the dice. So chance to get number 5 is only one time. So probability of getting 5 when you roll a dice, P of E, that means P of 5 equal to favorable outcomes 1 by total number of outcomes 1 to 6, that is 6. So 1 by 6. Now, when you roll a dice, getting an even number, it means it may 2 or 4 or 6. So, it has 3 possible, that means favorable outcomes to an event E. So, probability of getting an even number P of E equal to total number of favorable outcomes that are 2, 4, 6, that are even numbers from 1 to 6. So, 3 by total number of outcomes. We know the dice has 1 to 6 numbers. So, by 6. Here, once again, I repeat, what we are going to learn the new words that are experiment. Here, rolling a dice is an experiment. Getting an even number is an event. Total possible outcomes that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consist these numbers as elements. Set is known as sample space. So we can write S equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the sample space of this experiment. So getting an even number is an event. The probability is P of even number equal to 3 by 6. Yes, exactly 1 by 2, 0.5 or 50%. Let me ask you one more question. If I roll a dice, what is the probability of getting a number 7? Can you get the number 7 when you roll a dice? Yes, you're right. Exactly not. Because 7 is not on the dice. Then how can we get the 7 when we roll a dice? Not possible. So number of favorable outcomes to getting 7 is now 0. But total possible outcomes are 6. So 0 by 6 equal to 0. When we get probability is 0, that is known as impossible event. It means it cannot be happen. Cannot be happen because 7 is not there. Let me ask you one more question. For suppose when you roll a dice, what is the probability of getting a number less than 10? Yes, you can say exactly 100%. Because whatever the number you get, that is the less than 10. Because all numbers from 1 to 6 are less than 10. So, my event getting a number less than 10 has 6, the whole 6 favorable outcomes. So, P of getting a number less than 10 equal to number of favorable outcomes that are 6 out of 6. So, 6 by 6 equal to 1. So, here we get the chance, full chance. That means 100%, 100 by 100, 6 by 6. In this case, we can say this is called as possible event, sure event. A sure event is known as it will certainly be happen. It will certainly happen. Certainly happen. It will sure happen. So, it is called sure event. When we compare all the probabilities, what we discussed from earlier to till now, that are getting a head 1 by 2, that is 0.5, getting a number 5, that is 1 by 6, that means 0.1516, so on. So, getting 7, 0, getting 1, getting less than 10, 1. Probability is 1. So, probability of an event, we can say when you compare all these, when you observe all these, when you notice all these numbers, exactly probability of an event lies between 0 to 1. When probability of an event is 0, it is an uncertain event, not that is an impossible event. When it is 1, it is sure event or certain event or possible event. So, now we learned the new words that are possible event, impossible event. Possible event means P of E going to be 1. Impossible event means P of E equal to 0. We saw it that Getting 7 on the rolling dice, not possible. Getting a number less than 10, totally possible. 6 out of 6. That is sure event. Okay, once again, I would like to repeat what the terms we discussed. That means, firstly, an experiment. That means tossing a coin, rolling a dice, pulling a card from deck of cards. That means playing cards and games with numbers are experiments. And getting an even number, getting a tail, getting a spade card is an event. When you roll a dice, when you toss a coin, when pull a card from a deck of cards, the total possible outcomes set, that set containing that set is called sample space. And probability of E is known as number of favorable outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. And an event that cannot be happen. It means there is no chance to happen. Example, getting 7 when you roll a dice is impossible event. And getting a number less than 10, that is exactly happen. That is sure event or certain event. Its probability P of E, we of getting a number less than 10 equal to 1. So it is possible event. So we cover the terms experiment, event, outcomes and sample space, possible event, impossible event. Moreover, P of E lies between 0 to 1. 0 means not possible event, impossible event. 1 means possible event. And we will discuss one more term, that is when I roll a dice, getting 1. That means getting 1. The favorable outcomes to getting 1 is only 1. That is P of 1 equal to 1 by 6. Now let me ask you a question. What is the probability of getting a number not 1? It indicates not 1 means it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total favorable outcomes to not 1 is 5 by 6. When you compare both two, one is 1 by 6 and second one is 5 by 6. The total is 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6 is 1. So getting 1, not getting 1. That means probability of E, probability of not E. These two are known as complementary events. Complementary events. Getting 1 and getting not 1. That means getting 2 to 6 numbers. So sum of complementary events is always 1. So we can say P of E plus P of E dash, that means E bar equal to 1. So we can write P of E equal to 1 minus P of E, and P of E bar equal to P of E bar equal to 1 minus P of E, and P of E equal to 1 minus P bar. We will discuss some more terms and some more problems related to deck of cards. That means pulling a card from a deck of cards. What will be the card? We discuss some more situations related to deck of cards and numbers also in exercise 13.1, 13.2. These two exercises related to problems like dice, tossing a coin, and pulling a card from a deck of cards, and number related. I think I covered all the terms. And is there any misread terms? I will discuss next video. But coming video is song on probability. Let you watch and enjoy this song on probability. It gives you more interest to learn probability. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and watch them again and again. Like it. Thank you.